Think twice. The worst foods for liver health exposed in this video. Are you aware of the foods that can be detrimental to your liver? These surprising foods could be destroying your liver. Liver health is an issue that deserves attention, as it can be impacted by a diverse range of foods. Uncovering which foods are harmful can be an uphill battle. After all, there are just so many different things in our diets that could potentially harm our livers. So let's explore some of the most common culprits and learn how to avoid them. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on new videos for more helpful tips and updates. Now let's get started with bad food that may harm your liver. But how much do you know about the foods you eat and their effect on your liver? You might be surprised by what we have uncovered. Remember, if you're facing health issues or have concerns about your liver, it's always best to consult a healthcare professional. Now let's uncover these shocking secrets. Coffee. Should you be indulging in caffeine, it's essential to consult with a physician and follow their dietary recommendations. Even so, regular coffee consumption can still pose potential threats to the liver, one of which is its nastiness when uncooked. Research has detected that some individuals experience jitteriness and anxiety after consuming caffeinated beverages, yet for others, it may induce irritability or even induce feelings of depression, all owing to physiological changes brought about by the stimulating nature of caffeine itself. For an individual's liver, caffeine is an antagonist, so ingesting excessive amounts could lead to unpleasant feelings such as restlessness or insomnia. Moreover, if consumed excessively over time, these effects could become more pronounced, leading to possible side effects like anxiety or agitation. Sugar. Sugar may be the most insidious of all foods to pack on the pounds. With its sweet taste that captivates the palate and induces a Pavlovian response when consumed, it is little wonder why this substance has become such an ideal dietary component for so many people. Overconsumption of sugar, along with other calories, can have dire effects on your liver. However, if you're looking to lose fat rather than gain it and maintain a healthy weight, then cutting down on sugary foods could prove beneficial. If you're enjoying our content, please show your support by subscribing to our channel, giving us a like, and sharing this video with your friends and family. Your engagement helps us continue to provide valuable health insights. Alcoholic drinks. Unfettered consumption of alcoholic beverages is a common habit among many people, but even those who abstain from such substances can still be at risk for damaging their liver. Alcoholic beverages, beer or wine in particular, contain moderate levels of alcohol and sugars that can prove detrimental to the liver's function. In fact, many individuals consume more than the recommended amount of calories when consuming alcohol. This can lead to weight gain as well. If you're already prone towards excess caloric intake, then it is even more imperative that you avoid drinking alcoholic beverages. Seaweed and kelp sauces. The ingredient panel on seaweed and kelp sauces may look innocuous, but it can be an unexpected source of toxins that can wreak havoc on your liver. While consuming this condiment is unlikely to cause any adverse effects, the presence of heavy metals like copper or aluminum, even at low levels, may trigger HIV or hepatitis symptoms in some individuals. Synthetic preservatives are commonly used in broths and other recipes where seaweed sauce is served with seafood. These compounds have been shown to cause issues for people who consume high-mercury fish like mahi-mahi. However, these additives could potentially also create problems for anyone consuming kelp-based products. Fortunately, if you find that your complexion has taken a turn for the worse after incorporating seaweed into your diet, this could indicate that you are experiencing detox symptoms. Bread or wheat products. The consumption of a diet rich in grains, such as breads and pastas, can be detrimental to your liver's well-being. Over time and prolonged exposure to refined carbohydrates can result in inflammation, which is one of the primary causes of jaundice, a condition marked by yellowing of one's eyes or skin. It has been suggested that those who consume more than one serving a day of wheat products have an increased risk for fatty liver disease. Citrus fruits. Recent research has shown that consuming citrus fruits can have a negative impact on your liver. It is believed that consuming this fruit could induce oxidative stress, resulting in cell damage and liver ailments. Citrus fruits are rich in vitamin C. However, this vitamin is considered a powerful antioxidant that can help protect against cell damage caused by free radicals. However, it seems that some individuals may be more sensitive than others when it comes to citrus foods and may experience adverse effects like fatigue or inflammation if consumed excessively. If you do consume citrus fruits regularly, it's best to limit them to one serving daily. Otherwise, you risk experiencing adverse side effects such as fatigue and pain, while also taking into account the potential risks of consuming these foods without consulting your physician first. Processed meats and seafood. Processed meats are items like hot dogs, bacon, and sausage that have been cured or cooked with varying degrees of heat. Even deli meats such as corned beef can fall into this category. Compared to unprocessed meat products, meat is an excellent source of protein. However, consuming too much without any additional nutrients can be detrimental to one's health. Food processing typically involves salt and sugar additives, which are not only unnecessary but also potentially harmful. The more processed the food you consume, the higher the chances it will contain substances such as sugar, salt, preservatives, and even nitrites. If these components make their way into your system through consumption, against your preference, then you could be at risk for developing a range of ailments ranging from obesity to type 2 diabetes and even a heart condition known as coronary artery disease. Mushrooms. The enticing celestial aroma of mushrooms can captivate even seasoned connoisseurs alike. But when processing these gourmet elixirs into sauce or pickled creations, it's important to be aware that they may have adverse effects on the liver. Mushrooms are a popular food choice in many cultures around the world and have been consumed for centuries. However, experts warn against their consumption due to potential damage on the organ itself. Approximately 1/4 of Americans consuming mushrooms on a regular basis, which could potentially lead to an increased risk for liver disease. This is due to their heavy toxin load, which can accumulate over time if you consume them regularly, leading toward potential health concerns like fatty infiltration within the liver. Additionally, although some varieties do not contain psilocybin, yet another hepatotoxic chemical compound, they all contain other compounds that are known contributors to liver toxicity, such as tyrosine and phenols. Tomato sauce. Though not strictly a food, tomato sauce is undoubtedly an essential component of any Italian-American feast. To be sure, the main constituent in a tomato is lycopene, which gives it its rich red coloration and has been touted as a potent antioxidant. In fact, researchers have found evidence that consumption of this nutrient may potentially reduce the risk of certain types of cancer. It's also thought to exhibit potential anti-inflammatory properties as well. However, tomato sauces, both canned and fresh, are often laden with added sugars, fats, and sodium to enhance their flavor profile. All these elements can be detrimental for one's health, especially if consumed frequently over time. Notwithstanding the proven benefits associated with tomatoes, consuming large amounts of sauce could potentially lead to digestive issues such as indigestion or heartburn, as well as triggering asthma or even exacerbating existing conditions such as asthma and gastrointestinal problems. Ketchup. Ketchup is considered a highly versatile condiment that can be used on just about any type of food, from sandwiches to salads. It's also commonly found alongside burger patties and other types of meat dishes, yet this seemingly innocuous flavoring may not be what you think it is. According to many researchers' investigations, this acidic sauce can be quite damaging over time if consumed regularly. Over time, the accumulation of high-fat food could lead to fatty liver disease. However, if left untreated, even without diet changes, this condition may prove fatal. For those who don't want their ketchup congealed on every meal, consider switching to another brand or opting for an all-natural alternative with no added sugar or preservatives. Pizza sauce. Keep in mind that consuming excessive fructose can wreak havoc with your liver as well. Applesauce is another noteworthy source of this unstable nutrient. It's also quite prevalent in other popular breakfast foods like cereal and toast. If you're worried about the potential detrimental effects of pizza sauce on your liver health, take comfort in knowing that there's not much more than tomato sauce involved in making this savory delight. Of course, if you find yourself ordering an everything pizza, then you must keep relatively close tabs on what goes into your pie when preparing them. Canned tomatoes and tomato paste. Have you ever considered purchasing canned tomatoes? While it may seem like a no-brainer decision, opting for the jarred variety can actually